Holy cow. It worked.
We did it. Yay. Hi, Ken Shannon.
Sorry about that. That was weird. We couldn't get it to work.
I don't know if it was our internet or what, but hi, Sofa Brush.
It was like it froze, and then so we tried to refresh the page, and then we kept trying to go live, and every time we would go live, it was like it wouldn't load the camera to take the thumbnail. And so we exited completely out of the program and tried to reload it, and it did the same thing like 3 times. And so I disconnected and reconnected from the internet, and then it still didn't work. So we finally.
It was a mess, but we're here. We got it.
Yeah.
Yay. How's everybody doing on this fine Tuesday evening? I'm hoping everybody finds us again. Hi, Debbie.
I don't want to give an update until there's.
Hi, Estes.
Yeah.
Yes. What a headache. It was just being a pain. We couldn't get it to go live. I put take 2 on there, but it was really like take 4 or 5.
No, I would say 6 or 7. It was a lot. How's everybody's week been?
Hi, Shawana. We're just gonna.
It's been a hard week. I'm sorry.
Tell me about it.
It's been a tough week for all of us.
It's been so hectic here. It's not even funny.
Between my surgery and Mom's abscess on her back now, it's just been a wild week.
Yeah, I had an abscess on my back, and they had to lance it open yesterday in the emergency room.
But we're going to have to go back tomorrow and get it re-lanced, because the nurse practitioner that did it, it was like he just opened it to get a sample, and that was it. Like, cut her open, made her bleed, got a sample, out the door. In that order. Like, it was ridiculous. I almost was like, hey, man, like, can you try to squeeze that some more? Because, I mean, I don't know how queasy this makes you guys, but there's a lot of stuff in there that needs to come out, and
it's gross.
He just didn't do it. And he said to come back in 2 days because they packed it, or the guy packed it, and so he said to come back in 2 days. They'll take the packing out and then see where to go from there. But he's not going to be there tomorrow, so I'm hoping that whichever doctor that we see, we can talk to and see if she can get some different kind of relief, because she's in a lot of pain.
And I take pain meds, and my pain meds aren't working.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like I'm taking double what my normal dose is. And I'm no wimp when it comes to pain, because I live in pain every day. The pain pills are just something that helps it. You know, anybody that's in chronic pain knows what I'm talking about. The pain pills help to an extent, but your pain never goes away. It's always there. That's with me. But with this abscess, I'm in pain. I like get in my chair and I can't move. I broke my chair because I couldn't move.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's
it's been sort of relaxing for me. I haven't had the kids. I've just been able to sit at home in peace and quiet and watch my Wentworth that I'm watching on TV on Netflix.
And she's recuperating from her surgery.
Yes.
It went very well.
Yes. Surgery went really well. It was a 4-hour surgery. He ended up taking 1.5 pounds out of my right breast and 1 pound out of my left. So there's 0.5 pound difference between the two. But it went good. They're even. They look good. They're healing fine. They're bruised now, like around them, and so that's still kind of sore, and my ribs are still a little bit sore. There was kind of, I don't want to say hiccup, but after surgery on my left hand, my thumb, index finger, and middle finger were numb. Like that tingling kind of numb, like if you sit on your hand for a while, it was that kind of numb. And it was numb after surgery, and I told the anesthesiologist, and he said, call me tomorrow if it's still numb. So the next day I woke up and gave him a call because it was still numb, and he told me that he thinks it was just from positioning of my arms during surgery, because I had to have my arms up over my shoulders during the surgery, and then they had the blood pressure cuff on my left arm, and that was going off every 5 minutes for 4 hours. So he thinks that it was just something like that. But about the third day after surgery, third or fourth day, I can't remember, I woke up and I could feel my fingers. So I wasn't so scared anymore. But I was pretty scared that I wasn't going to be able to feel my hand. Like, once it goes on for so long, you're like, wow, I'm just going to have to live with a numb hand for the rest of my life. And the same thing, almost the same thing, happened to me with when I had my second son, when I had the epidural. My right leg didn't come back from being numb until almost 50 hours after I had my son. And they were worried. They were really worried. They said that if it goes past like 52 hours or something, then they were gonna have to do a bunch of testing, and that's whenever like greater risk sets in. So I thought I was gonna have to live my life with 2 babies with no leg, and just like this surgery, I thought I was gonna have to live my life with 2 babies and missing 3 fingers, essentially.
Shawana, can you tell what Liz is working on? She's working on the same thing. Not bad, just drawn this way.
Thank you, Shawana. I am glad that I'm okay too, because that was a scary thing for me. But I feel great today. I'm not hurting that bad. And I'm actually not wearing the binder that they gave me to wear after surgery. I'm just kind of relaxing a little bit because I've had that thing on for dang near a week, and it's itchy and it's tight. And I said that I feel okay enough to go without it for a bit.
Hi, odd but nice.
So I don't have the binder on right now, and it feels great. It's weird wearing a t-shirt and not wearing a bra and not feeling my boobies on my tummy. That's a little bit weird, but it's refreshing.
Yes, this Daughter of Honor has gone so smooth. I just started this a week ago, I think I started it last week, Tuesday, and it has just been so easy to do, so relaxing, not much confetti at all. Of course, you're going to have confetti in them, but um, not much confetti in this at all. It has just gone so smoothly. Now, Elizabeth said Jessica Rabbit's nothing but confetti.
There's like a little bit of color blocking. Like, look right here, Mom. You can see like this little bit right here, but it's not like there's not big portions of like you have this whole color block right here on her face and like all of this blue and stuff. It's a whole lot of color blocking. But this one, I mean, look at all the different colors in her dress just right here.
Yeah, I know.
And the different colored greens right here. I mean, it's literally just, you see it?
A lot of color blocking, and it's her first square.
Yeah.
So she's having fun.
You mean a lot of confetti.
She's enjoying it though, I think.
I mean, I don't hate it, but I also don't really have an opinion on it yet. I don't feel like I've done enough.
I think by the time it's over with, she'll like squares. I wish I liked them. I wish I could do them, but they have a little.
They don't bother me.
I get scared and frightened about it just thinking about it. It's like, oh,
it's not bothering me as much as I thought it was going to. Like, I thought I was going to hate it. I thought it was going to give me anxiety. I thought it was going to be time consuming. I thought it was going to be time consuming and tedious. But what's more tedious about it is the colors and confetti.
The color changes.
Yeah. Didn't you say somebody else was working on it?
Yeah, Shawana. Shawana's working on it. Shawana, what's your take of Jessica?
She said nice confetti or rude confetti. It's nice confetti. It's not very mean. So far.
Maybe that's it. Maybe I need the right image. I tried doing Jessica Rabbit and I didn't get very far because it had a lot of confetti. Now I could get maybe one of Mandy's new releases at Square and see how that works for me. That might be a lot better because y'all know these princesses all have a lot of color blocking. So I was surprised Jessica Rabbit had so much confetti in it because, Mandy's paintings don't have major confetti like this one does. But that's okay. That's me, Sofa Brush. I do round. This
is only the second painting I've worked on. So the one before I did this was a round, so that's all I know. I did tell Mom that eventually I did want to work on a square, but I wanted to be comfortable with round first. This one, Mom had already started it, and it was already kitted up and ready to go. And
so that's why she picked it out, because I'd already kitted it up. She didn't have to mess with it.
I mean, I don't mind. I didn't mind doing the kit on the other one. It's just I really love Jessica Rabbit, and I wanted to try.
You prefer square now? Well, that's fine. I'm not dissing anybody on square. It's
not for you.
With my anxiety, I just can't do it. I just can't do it. Like I said, thinking about it sometimes just. Yes, I love that clicking noise. She's here next to me, and I love the clicking noise. And I loved when I did it. I love feeling them click into place, on your pen. I love that. Like I said, I might try after I finish this one, I'm doing Giselle. But after Giselle, I might get one of her new releases that was released over the weekend and try it. I've actually done 2 ever moments. It's not like that I haven't done square. It's just after doing them 2, I don't know, maybe I got a hold of the wrong painting and it wasn't a good choice of painting and I just couldn't do it. The video is clicking. It's not showing anything on my screen. Are you talking about my video? The stream is clicking? It's not showing I'm froze up. Well, I've always liked the images I bought. And I'm trying to think. I had gotten hold of a square and was doing it, and it irritated me. And my oldest daughter took it home and finished it, but I can't remember what it was. But it was like from then on, I don't order an Ever Moment. I've got an Ever Moment here to do. It's of a monkey sitting on a toilet with toilet paper wrapped around himself, sticking his tongue out. I don't know if y'all watched my earlier videos, but there for a while, all my paintings were some kind of cartoon animal sticking out its tongue. But yeah, I've got that one to do, and it's just putting myself, I guess, back in the right mind. Because as long as I sit here and say they scare the living life out of me, then it's going to do that. I just need to put myself in a positive thought when I go to start one. If you don't hear anything, is that better? Can you hear now? I just turn the volume up. No clicking. No, I have the fan going. I think it might be the fan. Turn the fan off.
I've always had the fan on every single one we've done.
You have the fan. Take that.
Anything like an animal as an animal? We don't have an animal here. There's no one here. Is that better?
Yeah, we turned off the fan. Is that better? Huh.
Can they hear?
Yeah, they can hear.
Y'all can y'all hear us?
Yeah, they said the clicking stopped. Must have been the fan. Oh. That is strange because it's solid quiet in here. Like there's no noise going on at all except for us talking. Oh, you don't, Shawana.
minutes to do service.
I don't know. Hi, Rebecca. I'm doing okay. How are you? See, it's dead silence in here. So I don't know what you're hearing. Since we turn off the fan, you can. Okay. That might be it. Just the headphones. Okay, good. Just when you say it's good, it's gone, it's back. It's got to be on your end, honey. I don't know what. Because there's nothing here on this end. Unless it's the actual connection.
Is there more than one people saying it?
There was two. I don't know, guys. Like I said, I don't know what to do because there's nothing here on my end to do. Because I don't hear any clicking. I've got my volume up. Well, I don't have my volume up. I can't have my volume up or y'all get feedback. Neat. I'm just turning my volume up a little bit. I'm going to see if I can hear it, but I can't get it up too loud. I'm just turning my volume up a little bit. I'm going to see if I can hear it, but I can't get it up too loud.
Don't hear anything.
No, I'm not hearing anything. It's got to be just the headphones. Rebecca, she's right here. She's doing fine. I'll let her tell you.
The surgery and everything went fine. My hand was numb for a couple of days after surgery, and the anesthesiologist basically said he told me to call him after surgery or the next day after surgery to tell him if my hand was still numb. So I called him the next day, and he basically said that if in 2 weeks, if it was still numb, that I would have to see a neurologist and stuff. But I woke up a couple days after surgery, like the third or fourth day after surgery, and I could feel my hand. So no need for that. The surgery went great. There was no complications, and my back feels so much better already than it did before. My back and shoulders. It was like the day after surgery, I noticed a difference for the better, and it was awesome. I didn't of course, I woke up in pain because of surgery, but it was surgery pain. It wasn't like the normal back and shoulder pain that I normally would wake up with. So.
Yeah, it's a hospital bracelet. I haven't taken it off yet. I have an abscess on my back shoulder bone that had to be lanced open. And so I have to go back tomorrow and have it repacked and have them relook at it because it's gotten bigger today. Instead of going down, it's gotten bigger. So just a little minor problem. Hurts like a Dickens. Rebecca said she didn't see you there. She said hi.
Hi.
After I went in for the procedure, it didn't hurt so much. Of course, they numbed it up really well. It wasn't until that numbing medicine wore off that it just throbs. It just throbs, and I can't sit or put any pressure on that side because it hurts too bad. Like takes my breath away, but I'll be fine. It's all good. What? You not want the diamond painting?
I keep pushing me over.
That's the bad thing.
Yeah.
Is if we'd have done this quicker, I could have switched over to the other side. We're fighting for space over here. I'm diamond painting on this side, and she's diamond painting on this side. So we're bumping heads here. I should have started a section on the other side and then finished this section at a different time. If I hadn't had this abscess, I'd have had this finished today. I'd had this section finished, and I would have started that other side because I go this way. And when I finish, I start back on the right and work over. Shawana, I have a camcorder that's mounted on the wall. That's the only way I get the angle. I need to start shooting my videos like that, but on my camcorder, it only lets me record for 15 minutes at a time. So after 15 minutes, it cut off, and then I have to start over again.
So do your videos in 2 parts.
I could do that, but that's how I get that angle. I've got a camcorder, and it actually frees up a lot of space not having to use my computer when I go live. But if you see me going live and I'm not at that angle, you'll know my daughter's not here because I couldn't figure it out. I never can figure out how to do it on my camcorder. I think I've only gone live without her one time.
I've showed her how to do it, y'all. I don't leave her in the dark. I show her how to do it.
I'm just not too consumer. I'm not very good with electronics. I'd have to do it.
Well, I'm not either.
More frequently than I might stand up over here. Now, I can figure out how to go live. That I can figure out because you just go to, you have to sign into your YouTube. To go live, you have to have 1,000 subscribers. If you don't have 1,000 subscribers, you have to use a computer. And so on the computer, you just go to YouTube, and then there's a go live button, and you just follow the instructions on the go live.
I'm gonna have to put that binder back on. I am not comfortable anymore.
Yes, I'm not electronic savvy. I said if I did it more often, I'm sure I could do it. But the last time she showed me, it's like 2 months ago. So now, if I went live every week, then I'm sure it'd be different because I'd be doing it every week and could remember how to do it. But I don't know. I don't know. Has anybody got any interesting plans for the weekend? I know it's only Tuesday. It's not even hump day, but we can wish. I'm excited because my grandbabies will be back in town, and I miss them little twerps. I miss them. I enjoyed the little break from babysitting, but I miss them now. I want to babysit them. Yeah, I like this angle too. Mama misses them too.
Yeah.
Mom's about to go crazy. She wants her babies back. They they're with her husband's side of the family, and they were at their grandfather's house.
No, they're at the boys' ranch.
Oh, they were at the boys' ranch.
Yeah.
Their parents run a boys' ranch.
I just stepped in frame. Sorry, guys. No nipple was out.
No nudity in this video. His parents run a boys' ranch, and
Texas Boys Ranch of Lubbock, Texas. They run that, and
they
father-in-law is the coordinator in equine therapy.
But anyway, they had the boys up on this horse with helmets on and everything, and took pictures of them, and they just looked so big in that picture. It's like they've grown so much in the week they've been gone.
I don't know if y'all can see this. Trying to get closer, maybe.
It's not even coming to view yet. Hang on a second. She's going to do a closer view for you.
You can see that.
Look at them. Don't they look so big up there on them ponies?
That's my oldest son with his grandpa.
I just miss them.
Oh, look at this one.
We're just going to dote on our babies.
This is my guy. This is my mama's boy. This is my man.
He's a cuddler.
Yes, I love him.
We love them both.
Brady's just not a cuddler.
No. He's not a hugger or kisser either, but Sawyer sure is.
Remember I was saying bye to him before they got into the car. I said, Brady, come here and give me a hug. He said, but Mom, I got to get in the car and go bye-bye. And I was like, you get your butt over here and say bye. He goes, okay. I'm like, you are 3. Where did you even... Aw, you're welcome. They are so squishy.
Hi, honeydew. I didn't see you come in. He is. He's so squishy. He never turns down food, but he's not overweight. He's just a chunky monkey. And he is squishy.
He is so funny too. I've never met. I know babies are clumsy. He's almost 2, so I guess I should say toddlers are clumsy. Anyways, so I know toddlers are clumsy, but this kid, I swear,
He says bumps and bruises.
all the time, and I'm like, I can't take these kids out in public because they're gonna think that I beat my kids. We last weekend, I think it was, we stayed the weekend at their dad's. I don't know if I told you guys, but Brady was running in the front yard, and I was inside, and they had the grill out in the front yard. And I guess he wasn't listening to his dad, and his dad was telling him to watch out or be careful or stop running or whatever. I don't know. But he ran straight.
Hi, Cindy. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
He ran straight into the hot grill and burned his face right on his lip line, like where the Joker, like he looked like the Joker because of his burns, his burnt face, and I felt so bad. And I was like, and literally 2 days before that, my youngest son burnt his feet standing on the cellar door in the front yard at 2 in the afternoon whenever it was 102 degrees outside.
I pulled up and they come running outside, and he got so excited and he got up on the cellar door.
I was chasing Brady, the oldest one, because I was worried about him running out in the street, and then he was climbing up on Mom in the car, and I was trying to get him out of the car so she could get out. And next thing I know, Sawyer is screaming, and I bolt over there. I don't think I've ran so fast to my kid in my life. That's probably a lie. But I bolted over there and picked him up, and he was fine. He cried for a minute, and he calmed down. We went inside, and they played for about 5 minutes. And then I was eating a bowl of cereal, and he comes up to me screaming. And I was like,
owie.
Yeah. And I was like, what the heck? Like, you were fine. And I look at his feet, and they're red and already have a blister on. And this is probably 10 minutes after it happened. And so I tried to calm him down, and he wouldn't calm down. I tried to give him some Tylenol, and he was so upset that he wouldn't take that. I put his feet under cold water, which I should have done the minute that it happened. And he just would not calm down. So I called the office, the pediatric office where I'm working right now, and scheduled him an appointment and took him in immediately. Like, I called, they said, can you be here at 2:10, and it was 3:40, and I was like, I'm on my way.
And beginner's journey.
And we left, and they gave us some burn cream and stuff. And then 2 days later, his stupid brother burns his face.
She had the medicine.
Yeah, I did have the burn. I had the burn cream, and we put it on his face. But a couple days after Sawyer's feet were burned, it like the blisters didn't pop at all, which I was so thankful for. And so he healed pretty quick because since the blisters didn't pop, they basically just went away. Now Brady, since it was on his face, he picked at it some, and so his scabbed up a little bit right next to his mouth where he could basically put his tongue on it. But the moral of the story is my kids are clumsy. They are so clumsy.
But they're cute doing it.
My sister tells me all the time that I need to count how many times in an hour Sawyer bumps into something or falls. Because it is so many times. And it doesn't matter if he has shoes on, if he doesn't have shoes on, he's just clumsy all the time. You know, sometimes babies are clumsy with shoes on. Sometimes babies are clumsy without shoes on. It doesn't matter for him. He's just clumsy all the time.
Is it Malia? Is it your daughter? 12th birthday?
Ooh, happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Hi, Blue Sky. Oh, Big Sky. I'm sorry. I can't read today. I think I'm pronouncing it right. Malia. Mala. That's a pretty name.
Mhm.
It's a real pretty name. I like that. So do you just have the one daughter, or do you have other kids too? Oh, okay. I don't think I've been into. Um, no, I've been into your lives, haven't I? I'm pretty good about going to lives at night. During the day when I have the babies, then I don't. But um, it's not pretty good about making them. If anything, just to pop in and say hi. Oh, okay. I think I did pop in Saturday. I think I went to sleep, but I think I was there. I miss Miss Coffee's altogether. I had a I'm an insomniac. I don't sleep, but after a week of not sleeping, I crashed. And Friday, I had crashed on and off. And I was awake at 8 o'clock, and then the next thing I know, I wake up, I look at the clock, and it's 12:30. So I missed hers altogether. What kind of craft does she do? Your daughter does a live every Wednesday on another craft. Hi, Lorinda. I'm not very good at knowing who's kin to who or or what, but what's your daughter's name? I mean,
Your painting's gonna be exciting.
leave my painting alone. Oh, okay. Okay.
What should we do?
Wednesday night she does a short live where she tries other crafts.
That's
Well,
cool.
I'll have to
That's cute. I like
check
that.
that out. Yeah. What was your latest craft that you tried?
Her or her daughter? Is that her daughter?
It's her. Why is it funny? Crafts, of course, all of them are hard to me except for diamond painting. And I guess that's the only reason why I only do one craft because it's easy.
If it's so easy, why don't you do a square?
Shut up. It's funny because you're terrible. I'll have to try to remember and get into your live tomorrow. I'd like to see that. See, my mom tried to teach me how to crochet. She tried to teach me to needlepoint. She tried to teach me to knit. I couldn't sit still long enough. I wanted to be with my brother out fishing, climbing trees. Oh, and she tried to teach me to sew. I did sew a few things, but it never kept my interest to where I wanted to do it.
I missed one on this section right here.
Go back and fill it in.
Not until I'm on that color.
See, I don't even know what a swatch is.
Mom, I had a dream that I had a little girl.
You just need to make that.
You know what
dream
I
come
named
true.
her? You know what I named her?
What?
August and Marie.
That's pretty.
August. That name has never ever crossed my mind in my life.
You name her cool. What do you know?
No, I don't. I'm already naming her Marie.
Yeah.
August and Marie.
That's pretty. Now you just need to have a girl, doesn't she?
Yeah, but I just think it's weird that.
Come on. Everybody agree she needs to have a girl for
Yeah,
me.
you really want me to have a baby right now?
Not right now.
I'm gonna have one just when the time is right. I mean, the time's never gonna be right, but
When you get more on your feet.
yeah. Y'all think it's weird that I had that dream? Is that a sign? Something? Somebody trying to tell me something?
I can just see my Karma Mocha baby girl. Marie is a family name. My middle name is Marie. It was my dad's mother's name. So every firstborn girl in the family's middle name is Marie. Now my oldest daughter, Megan, which is Megan Marie, she's not having kids. She's got polycystic ovarian syndrome, so she can't have kids. So Elizabeth's going to take it upon herself and name her baby the Marie when she has a girl.
If something happens and the next time I get pregnant, it's another boy, I'm done.
I'll let you quit if the next one's a boy. Now, I do have my son. I've got a daughter from him, or a girl from him. Her name's Journey.
Journey Lee Ann.
She's
Guess what my middle name is? My middle name is Lee Ann.
She named her after.
Jason named her.
Yeah. So I could possibly have more granddaughters with him. Just there's not going to be any of them around for a while.
Yeah, he's gone for a while. He'll be gone for a while. At least another couple years.
Are you talking cross stitched on the swatches? Is that what you're talking about? Is it cross stitch or is it needlepoint? I mean, I don't know. I told you I'm bad at knowing anything about any other crafts. Well, yeah, she can't have kids, but she looks at it like she's choosing not to have babies. It's easier for her to look at it that way than my body's not allowing me to have them. You know, we all have to deal with things in our own way, and that's her way of, dealing with that situation.
She's gonna turn out pregnant.
I think she is. That'd be funny too.
That'd be great.
Huh?
I think it'd be great.
I think so too. We can only hope that miracles happen. You
People
hear
who've had polycystic ovarian syndrome have had babies before, or after even. PCOS has a lot to do with weight.
but she's in her late 30s,
Early 30s?
early 30s. So
Mid 30s, I guess.
if she lost a little weight or something,
She's 34.
34. See, I don't even know how old my own daughter is. I'd have to figure it out.
Well, she's 9 years older than me, and I'm 25. So
Um, I forgot what I was going to say now.
you said if she lose some weight,
Yeah, she lost some weight. You know, miracles happen. You know, I think it would be neat if this family could get a miracle like that. We could use a miracle. We've had a kind of a rough few years, and it'd be nice to have something good happen for a change.
is that really all of that color that there was?
Oh, okay.
What? Never mind. I'm trying to be involved.
She was saying swatches can be of any stitch craft. And I was like, okay. It's they can still get pregnant, but it's a long shot.
They
A lot of times
PCOS causes a lot of cysts on the ovaries. So basically, it stops the egg from being fertilized before it even gets to the egg. It sterilizes it before it even makes it because of the toxins and stuff that are in the cysts.
some people have scar tissue from it, and the scar tissue, you know, keeps from the. Yeah, I don't know the
Fertilization.
jargon of it, but when she was first diagnosed, it was like, you know, it can be treated and she could have a possibility of it. And then she come to terms with not having any. So that's her mind thinking now is that she's not going to have kids.
And that's usually when they get pregnant.
But like I said, miracles do happen. You hear about it all the time. So you just have to wait and see. Or not, just take it like every day, and if it happens, it happens. She says now she doesn't want kids. She doesn't want
She
kids.
said, I have my nephews, I don't need them.
Yeah. But I think she would be highly tickled if she did. Exactly, Big Sky. You know, we don't really know what she's thinking. That's just my term on it, my take on it. It's easier for her to say she can't have kids or doesn't want kids because she can't. But she hadn't been in a serious relationship since her and her husband divorced.
I feel like we're
Um,
talking a lot about making her business.
yeah, she might not like this too much, us talking about her. She could pop into chat. She did last Wednesday, and she might not like it. Okay, and
I think if it'll happen, and that's that.
she hasn't been to a doctor. But you said she's openly trying to have a baby, right? Are you talking about my Mulan? Daughter of Honor? Yes, it's round. Sorry, guys. I had to drop the conversation about my daughter. She might not appreciate it. It might upset her. So just any good movies lately?
Has anybody seen The Lion King? I want to see it so stinking bad. I've heard that it was so great. And I am dying. Dying.
Your Uncle Neil went to see it.
Yeah, whatever.
He said it was good, but it wasn't realistic because the
animals were so real, and they were talking. You know, Jeannie has never seen the original Lion King.
I know.
She said that the other day on Facebook, and I had to run to the bathroom. I was like, "What do you mean you've never seen the original Lion King?" And she's like, "I've never seen it." And I said, "What kind of human being are you? I'm like, what rock have you been living under this past, I don't know, 25 years? I don't know when that movie was released, but dang."
I'd be surprised how many people haven't seen it.
She was like, "I haven't seen the original, but this one was good." And I was like, "Yeah, because you haven't seen the original, you have nothing to go by. Your opinion is invalid."
I've been doing a Harry Potter marathon since yesterday.
I started it, and then she continued without me.
Yeah. She was like, let's watch Harry Potter. So we started it. And then she went home yesterday, and I kept watching it. Now I'm on
You're not watching Deathly Hallows.
Half-Blood Prince is the one I'm on now. I'm almost done with Half-Blood Prince. And then I'll start Deathly Hallows 1 and 2. I'll probably finish it tonight.
Yeah. I can't stay late tonight. I need to get some cleaning done tomorrow.
Yeah. Food Wars? What was that about?
Sounds like a reality show.
She said it was an anime called Food Wars. Now that sounds kind of interesting. Of course, I don't know if y'all know, but I have a degree in culinary arts. So, you know, any of them food shows and stuff like that, movies, I really enjoy. Teenage chefs at a cooking school. It sounds interesting. It was a movie? Yeah, the books, if you're talking Harry Potter, yeah, the books are better.
You think the books are better in Hunger Games?
The books were better in Hunger Games. The books were better in Twilight. Now, don't get me wrong, I love Twilight, but I think the books were better. I haven't seen very many movies that I've read the book to, and the books might be better.
They're coming out with a V.C. Andrews movie.
Which one?
I don't know. I just saw that, and I was like, I bet that's going to be another one of the movies that Mom watches 10 times in a row.
Well, V.C. Andrews died years ago.
No, like a movie based on one of her books. Like one of those movies.
Somebody's been ghostwriting for 20 odd years. She's been dead that long.
I just got really confused.
I'm just wondering if it's one that she actually wrote.
Let me Google it real quick. I just finished this one.
Anybody read V.C. Andrews? You know, Fires in the Attic, Garden in the Wind. I used to read everything she wrote. until I found out that she had died, that a ghostwriter was writing them, and they turned out not to be quite as good.
Premieres August 10th on Lifetime.
What is it?
Fallen Hearts. That sounds like a Lifetime movie.
Yeah. When does it premiere?
August 10th.
I have to go set that up to record. Oh,
It's a movie series.
what's today?
Oh, look. Heaven, Big Brothers Tomorrow. Dark Angel are already out.
What's today?
Tuesday.
The date, dear. Isn't it already the 10th?
It's the 6th.
Oh.
It's a preview. You wanna watch it?
It's on her Flowers in the Attic series. Cool.
You wanna see the preview?
Well, they made a movie.
You want to see the preview?
No, not right now. They made a movie of Flowers in the Attic. But I didn't know they had a series. Oh, the one coming out on the 10th. Duh. I'm like not thinking here. It's based on her Flowers in the Attic. So that to me is one of her best series. But she's got 2 series after that. I can't remember what they were, but they were really good too. But after like the 3rd series, it all became similar stories, but different situations. It become predictable. Yeah. Like I said, I had read them all, but then it just, that ghostwriter they had, it was just the same stuff, just told a different way. I don't think that any of it had to been edited too much, because if they can have sex scenes like they did on Game of Thrones, I would think that Flowers in the Attic would be tame to them scenes. I could see it being for a mature audience, but I don't see the sex scenes being, I mean, even reading 50 Shades of Grey, and them portraying it in the movie, it's nothing like that as far book-wise. I mean, if there was sex in it, yeah, but I don't know. It didn't have, to me, the book wasn't a wow factor as it was in 50 Shades of Grey. I mean, when the kids come over, when I was reading 50 Shades of Grey, I'd have to put it away, just reading it, because I was embarrassed about it. Is it any good, Odd But Nice? I haven't heard of that book, but since my eyesight's gotten really bad, I don't read much, and it's hard for me to keep up with the audiobooks. It's hard for me to keep concentration going to listen to it, to know understand what's going on. Bye, Soulful Brush. Come back and see us. What's case closed? I missed that comment. Is that a series or is that a movie? I don't know. I've never heard of mantra before. I have to look that up and see. Like I said, I used to do nothing but read. And then my eyesight just got too bad. Even the bold print, I'd order the bold print. And if I was reading them on my Kindle or my tablet, I would get on as big as I could and still struggle to read. So I just put it down altogether. And that's something I miss because it's like diamond painting. You just get lost in reading. Or I could anyway. I enjoyed it so much. I would work and I'd go home and read. And that's all I did the rest of the evening. I'd stop to cook supper and to clean supper and take a shower. And other than that, I'd be reading. I'd sit there and read while my husband watched TV. Or he was out in the shop piddling around. He's a man. He likes to piddle in his garage. He'll get a vehicle and then he'll tear the motor apart and rebuild the motor just for the heck of it. Any of y'all have husbands that have to stay busy with their time and just constantly have to do something? And they work all day, and my husband doesn't know how to come home and relax. He's got to be doing something. Now, these summer heats does get to him to where he doesn't do as much. And if he is, he's got his fan blowing on him because, the heat takes a little more out of him to where he doesn't piddle as much, but he's still got to get up and do something. He just doesn't know how to sit still. He's such a wiry person. He's 6'2" and he weighs 135 pounds wet. And my left thigh weighs more than he does. Oh, now that sounds interesting. Case closed. I like the Sherlock Holmes books. And there was, who did I read when I was in my teen years? They had a teen girl Sherlock Holmes. Who was she? What was it called? Some of y'all got to know what I'm talking about. It's Nancy Drew. That's it. I love Nancy Drew. I read all her books. Of course, I've kind of grown out of that, but she was more for teenage girls. I think my daughter read them. Megan, my oldest daughter, I think she read some Nancy Drew. But yeah, I like Sherlock Holmes type. I like the murder mysteries. I even like that
I
show
found
with
something about murder mysteries. Would you like to hear it?
Alexa. Stop. Something I said made my Alexa go off. The show with Jessica Tandy, not Jessica Tandy, Jessica. Oh, she was the tea kettle in Beauty and the Beast.
I lost my. Here it is.
Murder, She Wrote. That's it. I liked watching her show when it was out. But I liked, like I said, the murder mysteries. There was that one with, see, and I can't think of names right now. Andy Griffin. That's not his name, but he had a murder mystery show. That's flying on. But yeah, I used to watch all them kind of shows. There hasn't been any really good ones come out that I know of. I'll have to look into Mantra though. Angela Lansbury. You are so good, Big Sky. I cannot. Hi, Jeremy. How are you doing? Are they a Nancy Drew TV show? That would be cool. I don't know, if it's going to be more related to their audience is going to be more of a teenage audience or not.
Or what?
Nancy Drew movie
Oh yeah.
or
Probably.
TV show.
Probably. Does anybody watch Wentworth, the Netflix original? It's like Orange is the New Black, but the Australian version. I'm watching Wentworth right now. I watched like I kept up with it until about season 4, and then I stopped watching it because I had my first son, and I've been watching it a lot now. I've rewatched all of it, and I'm waiting for the last season to come out, or waiting to watch the last season because the last season just came out, or season 7 just came out, and I'm almost on season 5. I just wanted to know if anybody else watched it.
I never watched Rizzoli and Isles.
Isn't Rizzoli and Isles like one of those crime shows?
Yeah. Did y'all see where they're coming out with that Dora Explorer movie?
Oh, goodness. I've seen previews for that, and it just does not look good.
Oh, Dora's too old. They made her into a teenager. It'd be a good movie to take the boys to see.
What the crap? Look, I did all of this right here. And missed that whole section right there.
The 310s?
Yeah. Because I did the black last and missed that one side on her dress.
Jeremy, how are you doing? Waiting for my stickers to come in. I know they got mailed out. They could be in the mailbox now. I just haven't checked it.
You want me to check it?
Yeah. But coming from California, and this just being Tuesday, I think I ordered them Saturday, so they probably didn't get them. Our mail doesn't run on Sundays. It only runs half a day Saturday, and then they're off on Sunday. So I don't know if your mail runs 7 days a week or not. I'm doing okay, Jeremy. This is the heat where you're at. Is it smoldering? Okay. How do you send your packages out? You send them first class or regular mail? I know when I order off Etsy, it doesn't take me long to get anything at all. Um, I think the longest that I've had to wait is like 5 days, and that was a drill pin frenzy with Donnie. Diamond painting with Donnie. I'd ordered some stuff off of hers, but it was a weekend, so when I order on the weekend, I never expect it too early because, like I said, I don't know whose mail runs, because I know there's some states that mail runs.
No.
This is a quick trip out there.
Like you
All right now, I'm
I
picking on your
just-
mama.
had a puppy run up to me. They were walking it and didn't have a leash on. And she ran up to me and I was like, "Oh, hello, puppy, hello." And I was like, "Hello, Missy," or "Hello, Mister." And the little girl that was with the puppy was like, "She's a girl." It's like,
Okay.
I was like, "Okay, hello, Missy." And then walking off, she said, "Come on, Bubba." Like, what? Okay.
That's different. It's her dog. No, not today. They'll probably be here tomorrow. Hi, Yvonne. I miss when you come in. It's not been so bad here. I mean, I'm inside, so
Man, it is hot outside. Today it was like 101 degrees with a heat index of 114 and 40% humidity. It was miserable.
see, I couldn't tell you because I'm never outside. Well, when I went to the emergency room yesterday, it was pretty hot, but
It was hotter today than it was yesterday.
I'm only in the heat long enough to walk from here to my vehicle and my vehicle into a building or wherever it is I'm going. Sexy teen Nancy Drew. You saw the trailer of Nancy Drew, so it's not something that's come out yet. It's something that's coming out. Oh, okay. Well, thank you for dropping in.
Who's leaving?
Nobody. She just come in,
Oh.
but she's been here. She's just at work, so
Oh.
she's been quiet. Because I think I would like to go see the Nancy Drew. Just out of curiosity, because I was such a fan of the books when, I was a teenager.
I never got into reading. I never.
And it's funny, her dad does nothing but read. When he finally sits down for the day,
He reads.
he reads.
That's funny. Me and him were just talking about that tonight. He went to go buy, because he reads off of his Kindle now, or he'd have literally millions of books probably. I wouldn't put it past him. He reads so much. But he went to go buy a book on Amazon or whatever, and it had told him that he had already had that book in his library. And he said that happens almost every time he buys a book because he'll read the description of it, and if he likes what's in the description, then he'll buy it. And he was like, that book's already in my library. And then he told me he looked at how many books he actually had in his library, and he had like 670 something, I don't know. And he reads every single one of them more than once.
That's not counting the
And-
hundreds of paperback books.
And
he's
what
got.
he told me was that some of the books that he has on his Kindle, he also has on paperback, or he has like the hard copy of it as well. So he rereads the books that he really enjoys a lot. He said some books he's read, in his words, he was like, sometimes I'll read a book 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times, and
See, it's okay for them to reread books, but it's not okay for me to watch movies.
yeah,
They
but
get on to me all the time
Okay,
for watching
okay,
movies.
okay,
Okay,
Let-
okay.
let me
Okay,
explain.
no. No.
let me explain.
If I want to watch a movie, I should be able to watch it. It doesn't matter
I'm
how
not
many
saying you
times I
can't
see
watch
it.
a movie. What I'm saying is,
See, they'd be picking on their mama.
what I'm saying is, she rewatched The Hunger Games every day, all day, for like 6 weeks straight. That's the
2
only thing.
weeks.
That's the only thing she watched. No, it
weeks.
was longer than that.
2
It had
weeks.
to have been.
2 weeks. I put on the Hunger Games when I diamond paint, and I just listen to them over and over. It's just,
She can
It's
quote the whole
not-
movie.
it's not like I'm watching it. It's there for noise. It's there for noise. It's all it's there for. Who's leaving? Honeydew's leaving? Or Odd But Nice is leaving? Who's leaving? Okay. Bye, Honeydew. Thank you for coming.
Thanks for coming and talking with us. You'll be proud of me, Mom.
Thank you, Honeydew. She likes our banter.
You'll be proud of me. I'm using
I
the three
volunteer
placer.
as tribute.
I'm using the 3 placer. Can you have your trigger?
There's, I can quote a lot of it as the movie's playing.
Okay, I can quote some of it while it's playing just from being here. So if I can
Wow.
quote some of it, you can quote most of it.
Wah. They get on to me all the time because I rewatch a movie.
What's funny is when Mom did read all the time, we get on to her for reading so much too.
Yeah, they did. Why don't you put down the book, come in here, and watch a movie with us? We had lived together. Me and her dad had separated, and I had moved to Norman by myself, and I had never in my life been out on my own by myself
With no kids or anything.
with no kids or anything. I've never done that, and I couldn't handle it. I was so lonely, and it was too quiet. So I ended up moving in with her,
Me and one of my ex-girlfriends for a little bit.
and she'd get on to me all the time. Come watch a movie.
Well,
Come
she
watch
was
a movie.
always in her room just reading, and so me and Shelby would both be like, Shelby would always be like, "Does your mom want to come out here and watch a movie?" And I'd be like, "I'll ask, but I don't think so."
Oh, I just wanted to read.
I mean, reading is a good escape. I've only read maybe a literal handful, like less than 5 books, all the way through in my life. I don't like reading. I think it's boring, and whenever I read, I will like days off and forget what I've read, so I'd have to go back and read it again, and that drove me nuts. So I wouldn't read because my mind would just wander about like not even important stuff, just like stupid random things, and it bothered me. So I didn't read that much. I didn't like reading. Reading is not for everyone.
I didn't want to watch a movie. All I wanted to do was read. And that's what I did.
I could imagine if you were diamond painting now, whenever we were kids and stuff, we'd get onto you for that. So
Yeah.
you can't win.
I couldn't have done it with y'all when y'all were little.
No, not when we were little, but just like I can't do it at home now with the boys.
Hi, Jennifer. Yay, you made it. Yeah, we're still on for a little bit longer. How are you doing? We're just talking movies, reading books, and all that good stuff. Well, I'm glad you can relax and diamond paint with us. It's a long day. It's 9:30 here, and we're in Central Time. What time are you?
Oh.
Time zone you in? Of course, you have a fairly young child.
How
What
old?
I know she's like what 12, but
Oh,
she's still young.
you say fairly young. I'm thinking my age, like my kid's age.
Oh no. I think that when they're that age, they demand more of your time almost than they do as toddlers. Wow, your day's just now winding down. Well, I'm glad you found us. Yeah. Yeah,
Did y'all
family's
see-
important.
Did y'all see that Robin Williams was going to be the new Mr. Rogers in the Mr. Rogers movie?
Robin Williams is dead.
I meant, damn it, what is his name? The Forrest Gump dude.
Tom
What?
Hanks.
No, not, is it Tom Hanks?
Tom
I think
Hanks
it's
is
Tom
Forrest Gump.
I know who Robin Williams is. Dang it, I can't believe I did that. But Tom Hanks, I think, is going to be the new Mr. Rogers in the Mr. Rogers movie coming up.
Like, it's a beautiful day
Yes.
in the neighborhood.
Yes.
Beautiful.
I'll show you the trailer. Not right now, but I saw the trailer and I was like, wow.
I thought that was just PBS here in Oklahoma,
What?
Mr. Rogers.
No.
Coming out with a movie, huh?
Mm-hmm. That looks good.
I wonder if his life was all rainbows and butterflies like it was on his TV show. Jennifer wants to know how you're feeling.
I feel okay. Surgery and everything went great. For the first couple of days I was sore. We took the drains out on Friday, and after we took the drains out, I felt so much better because I had the surgery on Wednesday, and Thursday night, whenever I was sleeping, I kept waking up in pain because I kept trying to lay on my side, and the drains were on the side. So that kind of sucked. But once I took the drains out, it was like everything changed. I didn't hurt during the day or anything, and I feel a lot better now. They're bruised now, so that kind of hurts. And earlier, whenever we started, I didn't have the binder on. I just had a t-shirt on. The binder is what they gave me after surgery, and I had to put the binder on earlier because like the incisions were like sticking to my stomach from leaning over diamond painting.
It started to hurt her, so.
Yeah, so I had to put the binder back on. But I feel great. Like my ribs are sore some, but I feel good, and everything is so relieved.
Hi, Dreamer. How are you doing? Colin Hanks played Mr. Rogers on Drunk History. What's Drunk History?
I don't know.
I don't know what Drunk History is. Is that a TV show or? I'm out of the loop on a lot of TV shows.
Me too. I just stick to Netflix and Hulu.
I watched like America's Got Talent.
Oh, I watched
I
Big Brother.
watched Big Brother. I watched some cooking shows.
The Voice when it's on.
I quit watching The Voice.
Oh, I don't watch The Voice. I just thought you did.
No, I quit watching The Voice.
Well, Adam
And-
Levine is leaving The Voice.
Is he?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be the same.
The ratings are going to go down. I mean, the show.
Him
Blake.
and Blake Shelton. We've had other guests. I mean, other judges come in for a year at a time, and
Yeah, but nothing like Adam and Blake.
yeah, they're gonna have to find somebody for Blake to.
I think, I don't remember. They already said he was coming back, but I don't remember who they said.
Oh, Big Brother No, it comes on tomorrow night. It's going to be interesting to find out who leaves this
Hey,
week.
she said she's one episode off. She's not caught up, so don't say anything.
Okay. Oh, Drunk History's on Hulu. Okay, now I think I know what you're talking about. I just never watched it.
I don't.
It's getting interesting in the Big Brother house. So you don't know who won HOH, and you don't know who was nominated. You don't know veto.
We don't know Vito.
So we can't talk anything.
Vito's not until tomorrow.
If you want to keep track of it and know spoiler alerts, you can go to Morts, Mortys TV, and it gives you all the spoilers, and then you can read what happened in the house that day. I have a hard time. I'm impatient, so I like to know who was nominated and who won veto and all that kind of stuff before it shows on TV. I just get impatient that way, so I go read up on it. I used to watch the live feeds a long time ago. I was so hung up on Big Brother. Watched the live feeds. Watched it late night, on Pop.
Yeah.
But I quit doing that. I was too wrapped up in it.
I watched Big Brother After Dark last week when I had surgery. I couldn't sleep, so I just sat on the couch and watched it. So I found out early who won HOH.
We won't spoil it for you. Yes, you are in for a surprise.
Man.
It like
Crazy.
I said,
It is crazy
you
right now.
need to watch that show. You have to watch it before tomorrow night because tomorrow night's another show.
Tomorrow night's veto and elimination.
No,
Tomorrow is veto.
that's Thursday.
So what's tomorrow?
Sundays
Sunday was the nomination.
was the
So-
HOH and nominees.
So tomorrow is going to be the veto
Tomorrow's
and
going to
eviction.
be video. The eviction's live on Thursdays.
Okay, then tomorrow's the veto.
They spent the first part, most of the episode, showing what
Recapping.
happened
Yeah.
prior to Sam's eviction, because all hell broke loose. And they showed everything that had happened
Yeah. 'cause
instead
it
of
was a
showing all the
lot,
new
yeah.
stuff. So all the new stuff that they didn't show, they'll show tomorrow night. Show everything that's gone down.
Usually they leave that stuff for the live feeds and Big Brother After Dark, but it was just so much that they had to show it.
They're one day behind. So you've got one that you can watch if you want, the one that come on Sunday.
Let's just start talking about it.
Yeah, tomorrow's veto. Veto. Move my straightener. I could talk, Big Brother, but I won't. Because I don't want to run it for people. If it's hard to keep my mouth shut around my mother because she'll ask a question. I'm like, do you really want to know? I can tell you if you really want to know. Or I'll start saying something about Big Brother, and she's like, don't tell me. Don't tell me.
Won't you be my neighbor?
I ain't going to get that stuck in my head
You're the one
now.
that started singing it.
Well, you should. It's your own
no,
fault.
it's not. You started singing it.
No, your fault. Secretly, you want me to spoil it? Okay. I'll
Well,
secretly.
Jessica won HOH, which was like, what is gonna happen?
She put up Mickey and
Jack.
Jack. Aquaman can't leave. What are we going to do without our eye candy?
And then there was a whole bunch of drama because people were saying that, like, it got out that Kat and Holly know each other, and so everyone was like, well, it's not a duo between those two, it's a trio because of Mickey. And it was just a lot of drama. And then Christy was like, there is no 6 anymore. Like, it's done. I don't care. There is no 6. So the 6 have broken up, and it's a whole bunch of drama, and it is great.
And if the other side of the house stick together, then they're going to pick off the 6
Yeah.
one at a time.
Yep.
8 p.m., 6 p.m. Central. Okay, beginner's journey. I will try to be there. Thank you for stopping in. She never wins
Who?
anything.
Who? Nicole?
No, Jessica.
Oh. No, she was like irrelevant.
Yeah, it's like, why bother with her? But she basically put Mickey and Jack up because Mickey wanted to get her out week 1, and then Jack put her up. So she's going after the two that.
But I think that she should have put up Sis and Mickey because I want Mickey gone. I do not like Mickey at all. He's
male chauvinist.
Like super, like it's obvious the way that he talks and treats women. He's so full of himself and so sure that he is such a great guy. I just don't like Mickey. I've never liked Mickey. I like looking at Mickey, but I don't like Mickey.
I am loving Mulan, Jennifer. It has gone so smooth. I mean, not a single hiccup. Lots of color blocking, and I'm loving it. This one's going together like Snow Queen. You know, and I did Worth Melting for, and she went okay, but you know, you get them paintings that just, you know.
I think I'm gonna switch paintings.
Bye, Odd But Nice.
This is starting to get on my nerves.
But what was I saying?
This is going smooth.
Oh yeah, I'm just loving every bit of it. It's just one of those paintings to where everything's falling into place, and I'm just gliding through it.
I think I'm gonna do a different one. This one's starting to get to me.
No, you need to stick with it and get it done.
I can't. I think I'm really gonna have to switch. I hate switching colors every 20 diamonds. It's driving me nuts. And it's making my OCD go crazy because the squares don't line up a lot of the times.
I've got that other Cotard. I haven't unboxed it yet, but
I'm gonna look at a smaller one that you have.
that other one, a Cotard, is a couple kissing. It's not bad, but
I want a small one.
the Cotard is small.
This is just getting on my
She's
nerves.
picky too. She's not quite as picky as I am with the paintings. She just can't do. She has a hard time with massive
Confetti.
confetti.
I can do a little bit, but as I look more and more at this picture, there is hardly any color blocking. Mom, look at it and tell me if I'm wrong.
No, I know you're right.
I mean,
I
just look at
know.
this green. I just.
Does it change though as it gets up to the top?
I don't think so. No.
Oh, okay. I'll bet nice.
In fact, it gets worse because of her skin and her gloves.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you guys, look at this super cool. So my friend gave me a bunch of toys for my kids, and as I was going through them, wiping them off and stuff, I found this super cute spaghetti spatula. Look how stupid cute this is. It is so cute. I love this thing.
I thought it was a miniature back scratcher when I first looked
And I
at
was
it.
like, Mom.
I thought it was a back scratcher. You know, you could just scratch yourself with it. I thought it was funny. But it is. It's a cute little thing. So, Jennifer, how was your day? Long, other than long? Sounded like you had a long day. He said, when I first seen it, it reminded me of my mom's back scratcher. I just took a light glance at it, and then she said, it's a spaghetti tong. I'm like, oh, okay. Still cute. Still might use it as a back scratcher. Well, I'm finished with my section. I've gone all that I could apart to change it out. I'm just reading your comments here. He wanted you to just fix it. Snap your fingers, Jennifer, and fix it. I wish it was that easy. Do you get frustrated sometimes between communication with a interpreter and the client? Does they maybe get frustrated with the interpreter? Seem like there could be issues here or there. Oh, my nose itches. It's nose itch. Somebody's coming to see me. Hmm. But I would think that every now and then it would be frustrating for either the interpreter or the client. Seem like they might not be getting the information to you the way they want it to. And that would have to be hard on all three of y'all when you have that problem going on. And then the client doesn't feel like it. Things aren't being relayed right. And I wonder how much the interpreter is missing, though. If that client is going on for 5 minutes, how does the interpreter remember everything that they say in the 5 minutes, and makes you wonder what they're leaving out? Yeah, I guess that would be the only way you could do it, because like I said, I don't think they could remember a full 5 minutes of a conversation, and then you would be wondering yourself what they left out, and that would make the client upset because you're not helping the client as much as what they think you should, or whatever. I think you know what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I bet you it would be awkward. Well, guys, it's 10 o'clock here. I'm going to call it a night. My abscess in my shoulder is really hurting, and I need to take some pain medication. I think the diamond painting kind of put it in the uproar. Yeah, Jennifer, I had to go to the emergency room yesterday because I have an abscess on my shoulder, and they had to lance it open, but it's gotten worse today. I do have to go back tomorrow to have the packing taken out and repacked, and gonna have them look at it again, but it's hurts pretty bad, and I think the diamond painting, the moving back and forth, is kind of upset it some, so I'm gonna get off here and take some pain medication. But I want to thank you all for stopping in. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. On your way out, please hit that like button if you like this chat. And I will try to see y'all all next Tuesday. Okay. Bye, guys.
You done?
Yeah.